Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica, and I'm here to teach you 3 steps to charm the pants off your wife. Now, I'm originally an MIT-trained PhD scientist, but I've been working with over 500 men and couples for the last 10 years in how to have passionate relationships, along with profitable businesses, using my Bliss Science method. So I've distilled things to 3 simple steps you can use right now after you watch this video for you today. So the first step in charming the pants off your wife is really understand what's going on for her. Because let me ask you a question. If you're driving your car and you have the brake pedal pressed all the way down and you're pressing the gas pedal at the same time, is the car going to go anywhere? Absolutely not. So what most people don't understand when it comes to women and relationships is that there's this system called the dual control model in our brains that governs desire. And most of the time, men default to pushing harder and harder and harder on the gas pedal without realizing that the brakes are on. Her brakes are on hard. So the first thing you need to do to understand her is to understand what puts the brakes on and how to take them off. Some of the big things that hit the brakes for women are things like body shame, purity culture, believing that pleasure is frivolous, believing that good girls don't like sex or don't ask for sex or don't ask for what they want, feeling afraid of hurting your feelings if she does ask for what she wants, feeling a wall of shame or embarrassment and not being able to find the words when talking about sex or thinking about asking for what she wants. Also, not feeling emotionally safe, not feeling safe to feel what she feels or ask for what she wants. Also, having too much stress, too little sleep, too much on her plate, too much focus on the household chores and the kids. These are all things that commonly hit the brakes. Now, how do you take the brakes off? Well, I'm going to give you 2 ways to do that in the next 2 steps. But for now, just notice if you can really take a moment to understand the lay of the land here without blaming yourself, without blame, shame, or judgment. That's not what this is about. You are amazing. Men's presence is amazing. It can be so healing for women. And so this really isn't about fault finding or deciding who's right and who's wrong. It's simply about understanding what is so. Point number 2 to charm the pants off your wife is something you may have never heard of before. It's called micro-flirting. So before I tell you what that is, let me tell you what flirting usually looks like for couples. Most of the time, flirting is done in grand gestures with expensive trips or romantic dinners or flowers or massages, but done with this energy of like, I want this to lead to sex. Usually there's an expectation or a goal or desire for it to go somewhere. Micro-flirting, on the other hand, takes all the pressure and expectation off. Instead, I challenge you, when you micro-flirt, to do something that just delights her without it needing to lead to sex. No pressure, no expectation. Now, I know that might be a tough call if you're already feeling frustrated. And so you may need to get help with that, with working through some of those emotions and really feeling the grief there. But if you can really just look at her and think, how can I delight her without needing it to go somewhere, it will change your life and your marriage. The thing is, you want to tease her and leave her wanting more. So what does micro-flirting look like? Well, it's something that you do in the interstitial moments of your life together. So for example, maybe you sweep her up into a really strong hug and take a deep smell of her hair before you leave or when you come home. Maybe when you pass her by in the hallway, you run your hands up her spine or blow her a kiss. Maybe when you're cooking dinner in the kitchen, you just give her lots of little kisses on her neck and then walk away. Or when you're sitting on the couch together, you might reach over and play with her hair, caress her scalp, massage her neck a little bit, and then stop, right? The idea is you do a little bit to send a little shiver of delight up her spine, and then you walk away. It leaves her wanting more. It's super fun. My clients say things like, I love romancing my wife. They didn't realize that it didn't have to be expensive, take a long time, or be grand gestures. What this does is create that electric, erotic energy between the two of you in the day-to-day. The key here, though, is without pressure or expectation. Okay, charm the pants off your wife. Point 3. Say the magic words she wants to hear. Look, I'm going to be blunt with you guys. Most of the time, what women experience from men in relating, through no fault of your own, this is just what everyone is taught, this is the default in our culture, is defensiveness, explaining, justifying, giving advice. And I know women do this too. This isn't about blaming anyone. I know women need to learn great communication skills too. I had to learn them. But right now, I'm talking to you, and it's about what can you do? What steps can you take if she's perhaps not willing to take some? What can help her feel alive again and want to reach out towards you and smile? What could help her want to initiate? So the 3 magic words are, tell me more. When she's talking to you about something, instead of jumping in and explaining or giving advice, just say, tell me more about that, babe. It is truly magic. It gives her permission to feel what she feels, to be who she is. She feels heard. It is definitely like, this deep relief in her body. On the other hand, in your body, you may notice this strong energy of like, I need to defend, I need to explain, I need to justify. Or even there could be that feeling of like falling down a hole of like, oh my God, am I a bad person? I need to stand up for myself. I need to correct the record. I need to, like, she didn't get this detail right. That detail was wrong. I need to correct it. I need to stand up to make sure I'm a good person, right? There's like this young part in all of us that wants to be loved, that wants to know it's okay. And your job is to notice the energy of that in your body. Again, I had to learn all this. And not let that energy control you, to instead step into your grounded center power as a man and come from your heart to say, tell me more about that, babe. It works like a charm. So those are the 3 steps to charm the pants off your wife. Number 1, understand what's really going on and what is on her brakes. Number 2 is micro flirting. Take the expectation and pressure away and just delight her. And number 3 is use the 3 magic words. Tell me more. All right, thank you so much for watching. It's really an honor. And if you've watched this far, feel free to send me an email, jessica@bliss-science.com, because I have a special gift for you. All right, I'll see you next time.